And we're back!
We're back!
We're back! We've been standing here drinking beer
the whole time.
The whole time.
I wouldn't believe it.
Oh, Jesus. Luckily, we're in a warehouse full of beer. And it's always easier to organise a piss up when you're in one of these warehouses / production facilities, as you'll know. We hope you had a great run of the country. The run of the country is what we call a kind of a lap of Ireland. And so, just to top off the night, to really finish you off after that lap, we've got our beast.
The beast.
The beast from the west.
The Black Boar.
Not poetic license. Black Boar is our Imperial Oatmeal Stout, famed. If you've been on Tap, you've seen it. Lives up there. It's got the big ratings. And I'll let Mikey do the pour and bring us through it.
Yeah, so this was one of the first stouts, I believe.
Yeah.
It was brewed here at the White Hag, ringing in at 10.2%. I'll go through, I guess I'll talk to you a little bit about the brewing process on this one because it's actually quite unique. So what we do is we do a 2-day brew for a single batch. So we'll come in the morning on day one, we'll mash in as normal, and then we'll transfer only half of that liquid over into our kettle. At that point, we'll bring it up to 94 degrees and we'll let it sit there overnight. What this does is it does two things. So it essentially allows the beer to caramelize overnight, giving you a lot of molasses, a lot like richer flavor. And then it also allows us to brew the second half because our mash tun's quite small and a big ABV beer like this needs a lot of sugar. So we can only do half of it in one day. So the second day then we'll come back, we'll mash in again, put the other half in the kettle, and we'll bring it up to a boil and then transfer it into our fermenters. So this beer we brew with a lot of brown sugar, dark brown sugar, which also helps give it a lot of that deep, rich molasses flavor.
What are you getting off it? What are you getting on the nose? Whatever you're smelling, get it into the comments right now as we go.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is easily one of my favorite beers that we're doing here all the time.
Always.
It's a danger, but it's got a really, really nice, thick, silky body, mouthfeel to it. Finish is slightly roasty. Just lingers there forever.
Dark raisin, dark roast raisin.
Yeah.
Rum.
A lot of dark raisin, plum. Yeah, I don't know.
I think I do. This is a signature beer for us. It's one of the beers that's made us famous. We at our very first beer festival, we launched in August 2014 with this beer. It was the biggest beer in Ireland at the time, and it was definitely probably the best of the Imperial Stout batch. There's a couple of great Imperial Stouts around Ireland. Galway Bay have one or two. They're 200 fathoms. A couple of others, but this is a classic and it's standing the test of time. Yeah.
This also has probably one of the most variants for a beer that we do here. So we've done this beer aged in Scotch barrels. We've done it aged in bourbon whiskey barrels. We've done it on
raspberries.
We've done it on raspberries.
We do.
And I think that's currently it.
Yeah.
And I think we've got a few more possibly in the works here that we're going to.
The raspberry one was for our festival.
That was for Hag Extravaganza.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Not that there's a lot of variety. You don't see people doing that much. We have a version every year that comes out in barrels. The barrel aged version is just sublime. You can find it sometimes online or in bottle shops, but seasonal release. We released it in August of last year ahead of winter. Sells out pretty quickly, the barrel aged version. But we're down to doing this. I think we do this like 5 or 6 times a year now. We've got double batch just come out.
Yep. Double batch just came out.
We're going to put some of that in barrels and some of it's going to the store. So actually, some of this should be on the store on Beer 52 in the next kind of month or so.
Yeah.
All going well. That is the Black Boar. That is a great way to finish off your evening. How has your evening been? How is this?
You enjoying it so far?
Yeah. Are you making the most of it?
You're going to let us know in the comments, aren't you?
What was your beer of the evening? It's probably a good time to ask. I know Doug and Rich are going to ask you that So we'll just steal their thunder and make them scramble for other lines now when we finish. And you've got to go back to them and they're standing at you, just staring there, open-mouthed going, an Irish guy stole our thunder. Tell us the beer of the evening, the most enjoyable. Get some chocolate. If you've got dark chocolate, enjoy some chocolate with this. It's a really good
Yeah.
chocolate.
Yeah, it really is.
The Black Boar.
Black
Cheers
Boar.
out. Adios from the White Hag. We will see you tomorrow
Yep.
for day 2.
Enjoy.